Hello again, Tyke here with you once again with a lesson on how I play The Streets of New York. This was a big hit for the Wolf Tones. It was written by Reilly, great singer, songwriter and frontman for the band Bagatelle. As usual, I'm going to break the lesson into sections so you can jump ahead to whatever you want to go to. First of all, we're going to look at the key. It's in the key of B flat, and the chords that we're going to use. Now we have the capo on the 3rd fret, so the key of B flat is not as daunting as it might sound. We're going to look at the key, like I said, and the chords. Then we're going to look at the picking pattern I use. We're going to look at the strum pattern I would use if I was strumming along to the song. There's a key change in the song as the Wolf Tones play it, and we're going to look at how to change keys and the chords in the new key. We have 2 sections then where you can play along, one finger picking with the chords on screen, and another one where you can strum along, also with the chords on screen. I'm playing this song in the key of B flat, simply because that's the key the Wolf Tones play it in if you want to play along with them. Now I have a capo on the 3rd fret, which moves everything up 3 half steps, from the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. So I'm able to use now the chord shapes from the G major scale. Without the capo, G major would be in the open position. Capo on the 1st fret pushes up a half step, 2nd fret another half step, and the 3rd fret a 3rd half step, which brings us to B flat. So that makes it nice and simple. If this key is too high for you, just move the capo back half step, try it again, or another half step, or take it off altogether, and then you're playing it in the key of G. Now, so the chord shapes we're using are the chord shapes from the G major scale, even though we're playing it in B flat because of the capo. And the chords are as follows. We've got G major, we've got A minor 7, and we've got a G6 over B. Now that sounds confusing, but it's a very simple chord, and it really means the G6 chord with a B bass, and this is how I play it for the finger picking version. Then we've got the C major chord, the D major chord, and the E minor chord. There's a very nice sequence of chords that's used quite frequently during the song, where we go from G. I'm talking about the finger picking pattern now specifically. What we're doing is we're walking up the G major scale shape with the bass notes. So that would be the first note for each chord. So the G major chord, the A minor 7 chord, the G6 slash B, and the C. So all that together. The introduction, which is played between verses also, is quite similar to that. The first three chords are the same, but instead of the C we go to D, as follows. So that's the introduction, and it's back to the start of the song then, where again we play that run of chords. And the only other two chords then are the E minor and the D. As usual, I've included on the resources section the lyrics sheet with the chords for the entire song. So let's take a closer look at the finger picking pattern I'm using to accompany the song. It's in 3/4 time, so the count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3. For each bar, for each chord, my thumb picks the bass note, and that's the 1 beat each time. So for the key of G, it's going to pick the 6th string. I have it fretted here on the 3rd fret. That's 1, and my fingers pick the same pattern throughout the song. 2nd finger, 2nd string, 1st finger, 3rd string, 3rd finger, 1st string, back to the 2nd string, and back to the 3rd string. And that's repeated right throughout. 1 and 2 and 3 and. The only thing will change is which note my thumb will pick, and that will be determined by the chord I'm playing. So if I'm going to be playing the D chord, my thumb is going to pick the 4th string because that note is D, and my fingers repeat the same pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and. For that A minor 7 chord, the root note is A, which is on the 5th string open. Same pattern. For the G6/B, this is the fingering for it, and the B is the bass note here from the G chord. A little bit technical now, but what you pick here is the 5th string, 2nd fret. Same pattern again. C major, the root again is the 5th string. And that's that run I played earlier on. And the first first three chords of the song. And on to the C. For E minor, I picked the root note is the 6th string, same pattern. And the D major we've looked at. You can practice that picking pattern without fretting any chord, and you're actually playing the E minor chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and. The reason that's the E minor chord, of course, is because for E minor we fret the 4th and the 5th strings, but when we're doing that finger picking pattern we don't pick either of those strings. A quick look at the strum pattern now. It's obviously a 3/4 strum pattern, and what I'm doing is 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Again, the first 4 chords we'll just look at: the G, A minor 7, and now slight difference here from the finger picking pattern. When we're playing the finger picking, we play the chord G6/B. Here we're just going to play a G chord/B, which means the G chord, but we're going to try and hit that 5th string, the B note, as the bass note. hear it there, the walk up again, walk up from the up the G major scale. So down, down, up, 1, 2 and 3. There's a key change for the last verse of the song, and the intro is what's going to lead us into that. So we play the same intro between verses, but when we're changing key, instead of that D chord, we're going to play an E7 chord. And then we're into the A major chord then. One, two, three. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3.